let's be honest, 99% of cold affiliate outreach emails go straight to your trash.
Yeah, AI is a good tool, but it can also be a bad tool.
Stupid affiliate managers became lazy because of it. They generate generic email.
And these people like the YouTubers and all that, they can smell a template or an AI email from a mile away. They know what it is, but that's why you got to be different about it and just be upfront with them. Be like, look, this is what's gonna happen. This is how you'll benefit, and let's work together.
And welcome everyone, and let's start straight from the questions to our expert Rick Magenis. And I know that most brands guess their commission rates, and eventually they either overpay or failing to attract qualified partners. What, in your opinion, is the ideal formula you use to calculate commission rate that enough to attract strong affiliates and protecting contribution margin?
Yeah, so this is definitely a common issue with many brands. Like you said, they just guess their commission rate and they basically just do like 10%. That's a lot of them just say, hey, 10%. So the way we do it is like twofold, really. So we ask the brand what their customer acquisition cost is. Like, how much does it cost to acquire a customer in terms of a percentage? That gives us a good idea of what the commission can be paid to the affiliates. We also do like a simpler one is just, what are your margins? Like, after you ship the product and it's fulfilled and all that, what's left? What can you give from that profit to the affiliates? And that's basically, it's as simple as that, but it's complicated because the brands make it more difficult. So we ask the customer acquisition cost, what does it cost to acquire a customer, and what are your margins? And then we back into the ultimate best commission rate. And with that, we don't recommend going with the highest possible commission rate to start. We say start at a moderate level, like that's still enticing enough that they're going to want to promote, but there's room to grow. So if affiliates start performing, you can bump up their commission to higher levels. You always want to have a ceiling commission, but you don't want to start with that because you can go backwards, but it's frowned upon. You don't want to go back because that'll get the affiliates angry and they will stop promoting. So keep your highest commission levels for your top performers.
Okay, it's always have a room for negotiation.
Yeah, it pretty much is. But what the brands do is they just throw out a number, and then that number is too high, and then they got to back it down, and then it just looks bad, really.
Yeah, but it's really kind of interesting. I know because I've talked with the other affiliate experts, and it's just a few brands who really calculate their affiliate commission before launching an affiliate program. A lot of them, I know, they just look at the competitors like, okay, they offer 20% or 30%, we will do the same. But it's like, guys, but you are not the same product. Yes, it's your competitors. Okay, you are playing in the same playground, but you're not the same. You don't know their profitability, for example, right? And start commission rate from calculating what you can afford.
and that's what we do is like a part of like what we do for brands is we analyze what their competitors are doing. We say, hey, here's your 5 competitors. They're doing X, Y, and Z. Let's figure out what we can do on your end to either beat them or come close to what they're doing. And it's amazing because brands just like, oh, I never even thought about doing that kind of thing. So it's the little things. It's honestly the simple little things that make a big difference.
Okay, let's move on and move to another point. I know that a lot of brands, especially e-commerce brands, they hate flat fees. Like because they think it's like throwing money into a black hole. I will give you money before I get in something in return. And a lot of brands from Europe, especially, they think like, okay, it's a kind of performance-based marketing, pay only by commission, etc. But top tier affiliates, okay, not affiliates, more influencer mostly, they really refuse to work on pure commission because it's like it's a content creation, you have some production fees, etc. And here is the question: where should an e-commerce brand offer a flat fee plus commission to affiliate? And how do you structure to the brands that they understand?
Let me just make sure I'm clear. So are you asking what they should or should they?
Should they, and how they should?
Okay. This is the typical answer of like it depends, but I'll explain. The small like e-commerce brands, they typically don't have a lot of budget to play with. So affiliate marketing is enticing to them because it's a performance based, so they pay per sale. For them having to put up front money like $500 or $1,000, that can be a lot of money to them, and there's no guaranteed ROI. That's the concern that they have. The way we do it is prior to the brand even working with us, we ask them, do you have extra budget to work with influencers or editorial content creators that are going to be requesting some funds up front? We do that just to put it in the back of their head that those questions are going to come up. When we're working with brands that do have budget, that want to like pay the commission and the fee, we try and make sure that let's take the influencer for example. The influencer, we have specific deliverables that they gotta provide. We're not just gonna pay them $1,000 plus commission for just a single post. We're gonna have a post, maybe down the road another post. We're gonna have specific things that the brand and like my team will come together and decide on, just so that the brand feels like they're getting their money's worth, and the influencer understands that they're not just getting $1,000 just to create the content. They're gonna have to do certain things. So expectations are key to this whole thing. And what we do is we have some influencers sign like an agreement saying, hey, we're paying you this much money, and we are gonna expect these deliverables, and both sides sign it, and it's done. But yeah, that's typically how we work, and it's very common now to do the hybrid, what we call hybrid.
Yeah, but where is the line when brand should start thinking about it? Because like as you mentioned, a small brand, they don't have budget investments to start with the flat fees, right? But where is, in your experience, where is the line when they should start considering using hybrid model? Like for example, if you have less than blah blah blah, then you shouldn't.
Yeah, I would say it's hard to say with the revenue, but we typically say if you're not making like $1 million or more, you're not going to see any movement with that. It's just going to be throwing money away. So you got to be making at least, I would say at least $100,000 a month in total revenue, because you gotta understand that some of these placements are going to work, some of them aren't. And if you're just throwing money out there because a lot of this is like
You should think about it like investment. Some
Yeah,
of them can go and some not.
yeah. It's so hard to ROI, like to calculate an ROI on an influencer campaign, because you just don't know how the audience is going to react to it. And what I recommend is like testing, even for the small media brands, test out small influencers and on the smaller scale, so you can see, okay, this is how it works. This is kind of what happened, and then you can scale up as you get bigger. Because we've had a few brands that we worked with. Some $100, $200 for influencer. They test it out, and if it works, great. Because a lot of times these brands nowadays, they're not totally hung up on the ROI, because what they do is the influencers create content, and the brand can use that as user generated content in their advertisements. So that's kind of their ROI. So they get something from it as well, and can use it down the road in advertisements. Because I've seen it a lot recently with a brand in the U.S. Public Rec. They're like a men's athleisure company. They have a lot of their ads on Meta and things like that. They're just influencer pieces of content that they're running with, that are selling the product. So brands can pay $1,000, but they'll get content back that they can use in their ads and make money off of it that way. So there's two ways to look at it.
Okay. And welcome to our affiliate podcast. And today I'm having Rick Jennings, company founder, owner, Spark RS. And could you introduce yourself? Say a bit more who you are, what experience do you have?
Yeah, so my name is Rick. I've been in the affiliate marketing space since 2012. So we're going on 14 years now. And I started out as an affiliate, building an affiliate website. Then I decided wasn't really happy doing it, so I wanted to get involved on the brand side. So I worked for a couple agencies managing affiliate programs. And then I started my own agency 2019, 2020-ish. It was Bearcat Media was the agency. We grew that. Then I acquired Spark in July of 2024. I acquired Spark because it had the affiliate component, but it also had the PR side, which affiliate and PR come together. So that's what intrigued me about this. And then, here I am today. We're growing, and we're doing well in both affiliate and the performance PR side.
That sounds great. I just recently heard one interesting insight. We had a live event on LinkedIn with a few affiliate experts, and right now it's a great opportunity to be on affiliate marketing agency side. Is it right? The same in US? Is it like demand growing for agencies?
I believe so, because brands typically don't know how to run an affiliate program. Affiliate marketing is one of the few marketing opportunities that brands are not educated on. They can do ads, they can do email, but affiliate marketing is one of those that is just, the brands just haven't caught up to it and understand it well as others. And there's so many opportunities just globally, particularly in the US. Yeah, there's a lot of demand, especially affiliate, and then even the PR side. There's a lot more demand for that because brands are tired of paying thousands of dollars for placements in like Forbes and BuzzFeed. They want to do it on a performance basis, so we do that as well. So the demand for both of them is through the roof, and then, like I said, they intersect. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, totally agree. It's totally makes sense because I see more and more brands, they understand that affiliate marketing, it's one of the biggest channel to growth a business. one of the biggest for sure. No other has the same, but it's not so easy.
It's not easy.
It's not the same as launch a program on any social media platforms or in a Google search. It is not. It's so complicated, and it's more relationship rather than just a channel, and that is why maybe it's a demand for an agencies. But okay, let's carry on. And here is I think it's really kind of interesting that I'm as a representative on affiliate marketing platform. I've seen a lot of brands, they still use 30-day cookie windows, but it's like kind of a relic from 2010. I don't know, but a lot of them still use the same. Should brands rethink their attribution for affiliates, or it's changing? What do you think?
Well, they definitely should be thinking about it. And to go back to the 30-day, that is just what the default is, and that's what everyone has been told is the right thing to do for the cookies. But brands got to factor in like their return policies. Like, what's the return policy for the brand? Like, if it's 30 days a cookie and your return policy is 45 days, there's a 15-day gap where there could be some issues with returns and you're overpaying commissions, things like that. So you got to take that into account. But a lot of these platforms nowadays are going to like click lists. They're not going to like the full tracking like it was in 2010, 2015. There's a lot of codes being used and things like that. So cookies, while they're still around, I just don't think they're that important anymore. Brands just, if they're using it and they're using it for the just make sure that the tracking is done within a period where the return policy reflects it. If they want to continue paying commissions out 90, 120 days later, that's totally up to them. But like I said, a lot of the brands are going to the click list where they're just putting codes in and they're being used and things like that. So there's that the attribution is changing, but affiliate marketing changes all the time too. And this goes back to the agency question, why they're so important, because we keep up on this stuff where the brands don't. So you mentioned a lot of brands are still stuck on the cookies. That's not even really a major issue anymore, but they're making it one, but it's really not. There's so many other ways to do attribution.
Exactly. Let's move a bit more to affiliate side. I know that a lot of brands, they think like, okay, affiliate marketing is just, especially if they tried with affiliate network, it's kind of coupon, cashback, sites, etc., etc. But it's because I think it's much harder to build a program with content creators. But why? Could you explain why should brands prioritize content creators, review site, educators, maybe some, and niche experts over the traditional coupon and cashback sites?
Yeah, so I'll give you the quick answer, then I'll go into more detail. So the quick answer is those coupon deal sites they're essentially the bottom feeders. So they feed off of traffic that was probably going to convert anyway, and they plug themselves in at the end and get credit for the sale when they did absolutely nothing to deserve it. So on the content creator side, it is more challenging. It's a lot more work up front and a lot more follow up, and that goes back to relationships. So it's a relationship with these people, with the content creators, because they're actually people, and you can't expect a content creator to join the program and 3 days later create content, post it, and then be generating sales. It's just not realistic. you gotta set realistic expectations with the content creators, because it takes a while for them to onboard, um, and then you may be one of many brands that they're working with, and they're not going to get to you right away. So you gotta uh, set that expectation as well. So working with content creators is great, not easy. It's definitely challenging, but you have to have a plan with it, and you gotta have expectations that within like 30 to 60 days we'll start seeing some movement with these people, not the typical week or week and a half with those coupon deal sites, because you got to send this. A lot of these people want samples, so there's about a week right there to get the sample to them. So there's a lot that goes into it, and it's just making sure that the creators you're working with, you're on the same page with them. You have the same goals, and everyone knows the ultimate goal is to generate revenue, because if they generate revenue, they'll make more money, and vice versa. So working with them is probably something I highly recommend. I've been recommending that for years, but you got to have a plan, and you got to go in there with some sort of strategy, because if you don't, you're gonna be overwhelmed, and it's not gonna work out the way you want it.
I have a question related to another point. The next one related is there is a difference between onboarding for these types content creators or rather traditional affiliates? Because like activation, it's the biggest problem, right? And onboarding, it's what you can help them with.
So when you say traditional affiliate, are you talking about the coupon deal sites?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the onboarding is different. It should be different for both of those. If the brand wants to work with coupon deal sites, you can accept their application and give them, like, send them an email with like promos and things like that. On the other side, with the creators, you want to get the if they want a product, get that to them. You want to get them any images or lifestyle product images that you have. The do's and don'ts of creating content for the brand. Essentially, it's a welcome kit. You want to get them everything that they're going to need to be successful. Verbiage to use, things like that. The agreements, all that stuff. So yeah, there's definitely a big difference in the traditional affiliates and the content creators. And the content creators, like I just said, they take more time to get through the onboarding, ultimately from the onboarding to the actual sales generation part. But it's worth the time to do it, because the return on investment on that is a lot higher than just onboarding 15 coupon sites.
Yeah, definitely. And how looks your activation sequence of this onboarding? For example, what should happen in the first 7 days after someone joins an affiliate program? How do you work with these affiliates? How you create them? What you send them, or not really, in the first 7 days?
So what we do is initially we send them like a personalized welcome message, with like links to like product images, like Google Drive links with documents in there that have, like I said, the verbiage and what to do and what not to do, that type of thing. And then a couple days later we follow up with them. Oh no, the first email has a sample. If they want a sample request, there's like a form that they got to fill out, and we'll get it to the brand and they'll fulfill it. Then we follow up a few days later, once the sample has been delivered, go over expectations. Now that they're in, they have the sample. Here's what we expect them to do, and then they're going to give us the timeline on what to do, and that's typically a week and a half, depending on how fast they respond. That's ultimately what happens. Is you can only work as fast as the people you're talking to. They may be slower to respond, but essentially they within the first 2 weeks, we'll say, they have everything that they need to create their content, whether it be a video or a reel, uh, an Instagram post, whatever it may be. They're going to have everything they need, and uh, the job on the brand and agency side is just to follow up with them, make sure they don't have any questions, see how the process is going, and when they expect to have the content created and published. And you don't want to be too pushy, but there's within the first 2 weeks you want to do like 2 or 3 emails. Nothing crazy, nothing really too aggressive either. And then yeah, so it's just building a relationship. It's what affiliate marketing is all about. If you don't build a relationship and you don't have their trust, it's not going to work out for either side.
Yeah, but maybe you have a few red flags in this communication, for example, and you can share them. If someone don't respond, what would you do?
And now this is the question: is it after the sample is sent, before the sample is sent? It just depends where.
Before, like for example, before or even after. It's I think it's a great point, because a lot of brands they would like to know how to identify affiliates before sending a sample, because it's their product, it's expenses, right? And what should they expect after when the affiliate disappear?
Yeah, so if the affiliate's having difficulty communicating before the sample, that would probably exclude them from a sample, and we would rethink working with them on that level, just because we can't trust that they're going to communicate with us effectively, and they may even not do what they're supposed to do at the end of the day. They may just be looking for a free sample, because surprisingly a lot of people do that. And then if they do get a sample and then the communication stops, there's really not much you can do in terms of getting the sample back. But it's just one of those things where you can alert the platform, let them know that this partner essentially stole product from us. We gave them product. We had an agreement with them. They would do X, Y, and Z. We haven't heard from them in 3 weeks. Just want to let you know that this happened. Depending on the platform, they may require more information. That's essentially it. You want to see if you can get a hold of them as much as possible, whether it be email, DM, whatever it can be. But if they just stop communicating with you, you just gotta look it up as a loss and just tell the network or platform you're working on to be aware of this person moving forward, so they don't do it to other people.
Just wondered how many scammers use this way to get a sample.
It's a lot. I see it every now and then. But we have a good vetting process with these people in place prior, so it doesn't happen too often. But it typically happens with more expensive stuff.
Well, okay. It's kind of great to point affiliates, and let's career. And let's be honest, 99% of affiliate cold affiliate outreach emails go straight to a trash. Especially if you try to reach out some big name with 100k subscribers. What, in your opinion, what is the best subject line in opening sentence would be to get a response? What does the high performer outreach sequence looks like?
Yeah, it's interesting you brought this up, because I was thinking about this the other day. Ultimately, like there's like no one sentence that's going to get to open it, but what it comes down to is you got to keep it short and sweet. Like what they want to know, what's in it for them. They don't care about your company's like backstory or anything like that. They want to know, if they work with you, what is in it for them? What are they going to benefit from? So whether it be sample, high commission, stuff like that. So flat out, just let them know upfront what it's going to be, and put a sense of urgency on it, because we've seen what works the best is in these outreach emails saying, hey, we have 15 slots open this month for new creators. So it creates a sense of urgency on their end that if they don't act quickly, they're going to be left out. Because when we do a follow-up email, we typically do another
A few days left. Okay.
Yeah, a few spots left kind of thing. So we do that, but a lot of it's true. We're not like making up. There's like 5 slots, but we've reached out to so many people that we get so interest for a lot of the brands that when we say there's only 5 slots left, it's true. So we do that, but ultimately they don't care about anything but selfish reasons, like what's in it for them. They want to know how much money are they going to possibly make, what the conversion rate of the website is, and will their audience care about the product. That's ultimately what happens.
Yeah, I will also recommend not to use any LLM model, AI models here, because as a brand representative, I've got so many emails from kind of affiliates like, we would like to blah blah blah, and when I'm reading these emails, like, okay, but I don't care what you would like. I'm care just only about what I would get from it. Not you.
And these people like the YouTubers and all that, they can smell a template or an AI email from a mile away. They know what it is, and that's why you got to be different about it, and just be upfront with them. Be like, look, this is what's going to happen. This is how you'll benefit, and let's work together. And they're typically responsive to that, because 99% of the emails they get are the garbage ones.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but how, in your opinion, for e-commerce brand, does look the ideal affiliate portfolio mix? What % should be influencers, I don't know, content websites, newsletter communities, or ASO-driven publishers? Okay, it's less and less them, but anyway, what is the best portfolio mix in your site? For example, for a medium brand, I don't know, 100K monthly revenue.
So we don't have like specific like percentages on each, but what we do is we tell the brands, just about every brand we talk to, they want to do content creators. That's who they want to work with. Everyone does. But you can't put all your eggs in that basket. You can't have 100% of your program be content creators, because if they're generating a lot of the revenue, or in this case, all the revenue, if a few of them go away, your revenue is going to tank. So we want you to have, if you want to work with coupon deal sites, that's fine. Cashback, that's fine. But keep it to a minimum. Keep it to like a few, because they're all going to cannibalize each other. So, just have a mix of. Then like we have like tools like cart abandonment and search and like site abandonment, stuff like that. We have those kind of tools as well. There's a lot of good affiliates in that space. So I guess in this case, for this example, like the creators, I would say like 50% be creators, and then you can split it up the rest of your mix, whether it be coupon cashback, email affiliates, search affiliates, whatever it may be. But just even 50% may be too high. You want to, it's quality over quantity. You want to have like the better affiliates that are going to produce good content, than have hundreds of affiliates that are just there doing nothing. So if you have 5 good content creators that are generating a lot of money, work closely with them, but then find ones that are similar to those and go after them. It's not hard, but it's just time consuming. A lot of this is time consuming. There's no like exact percentage, because back back in 2010, 11, 12, there was like a percentages you wanted to have. You wanted to have like 25% of each, or 15% of each type of affiliate. Now it's just a matter of having quality people, whether it be the content creators or the email affiliates, whatever it is. You want to have just quality people.
Yeah, and I agree. I also will advise to focus more on content creators, like as you said, for example, 50%, because they create a demand for a product. Like rather than media bar affiliates, which use only existing demand. They do not create anything new. They are not bring any new audience. They use the same volume, the same your efforts as a brand, right? They use, especially a lot of them even use your brand keywords to make it profitable for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's much more better for a business to consider to focus on creators, on affiliates who bring new audience to you. We are closer to the end of our conversation, and the last one is about AI. Of course about AI. Right now, AI is everywhere, and how you say, like, stupid affiliate managers became lazy because of it. They generate generic emails, generic lists, etc. And I've seen a lot of new affiliates. They would like to earn from it, and they start generating a lot of useless website through Lovable just to start promoting, and of course using some scam techniques. But how should a program manager, affiliate manager, use AI to help them?
Yeah, AI is a good tool, but it can also be a bad tool. I've seen the good and the bad. And affiliate managers should use AI to help and aid in affiliate recruiting, because affiliate recruiting is the biggest task that program managers do. Because if they're not actively recruiting, then the program's not growing. You can use AI to help you with ideas on the type of affiliates to go after. It can even help you find those affiliates, like on YouTube and Instagram. But I cautioned, because we've tested it out. A lot of those AI tools that find affiliates for you bring back pretty crappy results. Just what I've seen, and we do a lot of stuff manually still, but what we do is we use it to get larger pools of potential affiliates, like groups. So let's say we're looking for beauty affiliates. We will get like subgroups of beauty, like perfume and makeup and stuff like that, and then we go and look for those affiliates manually. But we use AI to give us all the potential avenues and different directions we could go in finding them. And yeah, so recruiting is big, and even using AI like automation for like sending emails, like activation emails. That's something that I have no problem with, but you just can't get lazy and start using it for everything, because we talked about it at the beginning. Affiliate marketing is relationship oriented. You're not going to build a relationship with someone by just automating everything and using AI to generate everything. So we use AI very sparingly, but it's for affiliate recruiting. Just it helps us to stay on track and to get more access to these potential partners that we're working with.
Yeah. It's the same as, like, I've never trust any of these promotions where some guys say, like, our AI marketer, AI sales represent will just will do everything that your team can't, and they can do it automatically. So you can like, okay, guys, it can't. It just can't, because it is not how it works. And I'm totally agree that AI, it's a great use of all professionals. And if you know how to use it, especially for partner research, exactly, we use the same. Or for example, for validation, sure, AI, they making mistakes a lot, but at least if you use them for validation of a partner, and if they can find anything, at least you get some information, right? It's not like a total clear list without anything as was previously. Right now you have at least access to some data. You can just make a decision based on the whole information on this. Yeah, but AI, it's kind of interesting.
But I would just say if you're a program manager, don't rely on AI to do your job for you. It's not going to work. You're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, definitely.